Here we are inside Magic Office. It's a system with a calendar to book performances and meetings and send invoices for those performances and meetings. For instance, here's a meeting with a person at 12 noon, and the date is always typed in this format because it works beautifully with reporting, and it shows in the nicer format up here. The M indicates meeting. Now on the, let's see, date here, there's a performance, and the performance has a client, and when it's red here it means there's an upcoming performance. You can look at past performances too. There's a bunch of choices that you can do, including view all the communications for that client. It just puts it on a nice report. You can make your own reports with any of the data that you see here. But what's really awesome is that it starts from the calendar. You click here, it goes to the performance. You click here, it goes to the client. The client data is extensive with callback dates that you can put in, and with performance or potential show types. You might want to, you can change that list to anything you want, what kind of category they are, and if you have a price list that you've told them, you can designate what price list you gave them, and a send area, so you choose what you're going to send them, and when you've sent it you click this and the date goes in to call them back based on when you sent it. And you can change that, of course. So that's the client form. The performance form is quite extensive too. If you want to do an invoice, you have a whole bunch of things here that are all very important, but we don't have time to show all of them now. But here's the invoice for this performance. And that all comes from all of the data that was typed in to the performance field. Performance form, I should say. You can add things to the price list or to the performance form, and it makes like a, it adds it up and gives you the new total, and then that would appear on the invoice. You have a to-do section where you can check off things. It'll say how many things have not been checked off, so how many things are left to do, and when you've checked them all off it's empty. Then you can also schedule performers. You can have a long list of things including dancers. You can of course customize this for your own, but you can do all sorts of things with this. Let's see, over here we have expenses like a commission or a hotel, and it has suggested amounts for things, truck rental. When you close that, it takes those numbers and includes it into an equation, so it shows you what your total costs are here. It's very nice. It's an incredibly good system. It's the best system I can imagine for dealing with clients. Dealing meaning sending them promotional material, printing envelopes with their address on it, and you can do many of them at a time. Calling them back at a certain day, having a potential show date that you can put any date you want on there. Potential show type, looking at their past history, as well as booking a performance and handling all of the information for that one performance. And it always goes back to the calendar. So you're constantly able to keep track of your meetings or your performances by just clicking on your calendar. And that's the basics, the very beginning basics of Magic Office.